Our next story takes us to the Big Island. Jazz and blues fans are getting ready to celebrate some of the genre's top musicians.
Music is just part of the DNA of Hawaii, of the people of Hawaii. It's just the fabric in life that we all embody and love.
Hustling down on telegraph, one small day.
That's what I do. I share my music with people and give them a touch of the island. It's fun and it's great. Musicians are awesome.
Those were sounds from the Big Island Jazz and Blues Festival. We talked to Ken Burgmaier, whose passion for both styles of music drove him to create the Big Island Jazz and Blues Festival. It marks the 10th anniversary with a concert this Saturday. You may know Burgmaier as an award-winning film producer who has managed to combine his love for music and documentaries into one. We sat down to chat last week about reaching this milestone.
We've been doing it at the Mauna Kea Beach Hotel in Oceanfront, one of the most beautiful venues on the planet. And I always bring in guys from the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival who always play the main stages. Like this year, we're bringing in Wayne Toops. He's a Cajun Zydeco legend. He's, been in the Music Hall of Fame. He's a Grammy winner. And we're going to bring him out to do his Cajun thing with his accordion. And then we're also going to be bringing out Donald Harrison from New Orleans, and he's recognized as the big chief of Mardi Gras. But he's also an NEA Jazz Master, which he got last year. Same as like Miles Davis and John Coltrane from the National Endowment for the Arts. And Donald is a really special person. He was even the TV series on HBO that won a whole bunch of Emmys was Treme, and it was the story about him and his father, the whole series, which is actually a great. And Donald has come to our festival before, and he always brings that New Orleans vibe, and the crowd loves him, and he always gets standing ovations. So it's great having that New Orleans vibe. And then we're bringing in the Iguanas, one of the hottest New Orleans bands. They just got done this week playing at the Iridium in New York City. They're always on tour. A lot of the music has been in many films, and they're one of the greatest rock, blues, jazz, Zydeco. They'll even do Tejano, traditional mariachi-style music. And they actually are the rhythm section that I usually put with some of these major cats I bring in from New Orleans. And another great New Orleans person we're bringing in, first time it's his Hawaii debut, is Jason Ritchie, who's probably one of the most famous and influential and celebrated harmonica players in the world right now. And he's played with everybody. He's won a Grammy. He just won the 2023 Blues Music Awards as Best Harmonica Player. And bringing him over for the first time, it's really kind of exciting. And like I said, the Iguanas will back him up. And he'll get the crowd up and roaring. And another great person from New Orleans we're bringing is Johnny Sansoni. And he's an amazing accordion player and also does the harp. And he's going to be playing. And he's a multi-winner Blues Music Award winner. And, he always plays the main stage at the New Orleans Jazz Fest. And bringing him out is another great one. And then we're bringing another Hawaii debut from New Orleans, Jason Mingledorff. And he's one of probably the most in-demand saxophonists right now. He just recently won a Grammy. And he's, this guy has played with Dr. John, Harry Connick Jr., Wayne Newton, the OJs. He recently was on a tour with Clint Black. He's really a diverse saxophonist. He can play all genres, very eclectic. And we're bringing the trombonist, Steve Turre, from the Saturday Night Live band. He's one of the original Saturday Night Live band members, and he just won the trombonist of the year, and just like 2 days ago. And we're really excited to bring Steve. And Steve Turre also plays the conch. So he's always going to, when he's going to come out here, he's going to probably bring about 20 conch shells, and he'll do a presentation with that on stage, then do it with his trombone. And one great thing is Steve Turre and Donald Harrison were also with Art Blakey, one of the jazz legends. They were part of his Young Jazz Messengers back, 40, 30 years ago. And that was one of their mentors, and they were part of his messenger group. and they're probably going to get up on stage, and they always jam together as well. And yeah, Steve Teray, Saturday Night Live Band, everyone knows that, and he's always that guy in the back, and they always show some great shots of him. But we're really excited to bring him back.
So
and
you've got
the best trombonist is amazing.
You've got quite a lineup here for this show. You know, when we last talked, I know that you had completed a documentary film and you were shopping it around to a lot of the film festivals. How'd that go over?
Yes, the Jazz Festival was postponed 3 times during COVID. So we finally got the okay to do it in June of 2022. And every year I have the Jazz Alley TV show. You know, my show's been on for like 30 years. It's a world-renowned show. It's seen in 80 countries, jazz, blues, world music, Hawaiian show. But we filmed it, and it came out so great that we decided, let's do this documentary. We call it the Hawaii Big Island Jazz Fest versus COVID. And it turned out really as a beautiful piece of music for Hawaii. And we entered the documentary into the Cannes World Film Festival that got accepted, Sweden Film Festival, Rotterdam, and then we sent it to Tokyo, and we actually won at the Tokyo International Film Festival, and then it went to Argentina, and we just recently, last month, we won at the California Film Music TV Awards in San Francisco, and then it went on to like Rhode Island and New Orleans, and it's still out there hitting the film festival circuit.
So it's got legs.
It's really been exciting. It does have legs. It's still going. And you can see all that stuff online. We have it all posted so people can see the trailers, and we're going to release a full documentary really soon so everyone can see it. And, you know, one thing with our festivals, we always do tie in the Hawaiiana on it. Like, I've got Grammy winner John Keawe, born and raised Big Island guy. And John, I've worked with him for a few decades now. And now he's created the slack key jazz, and he's calling it slaz. So it's kind of fun. We always put him up on stage to kind of bring that element, of Hawaiian music with his take on jazz. And, of course, we have his beautiful wife Hope Keawe, and she'll do a Hawaiian blessing pule for us. And we have artists like Bill Noble, saxophonist, born and raised saxophonist, 2-time Nahoku winner. He'll be on the main stage as well. And we have Benny Uitaki. He's a Hilo born, but lives on Maui, ukulele guitar master, and he'll do his blues thing. And then we have Larry Dupio, Lightning Larry, who's a 2-time Nahoku winner, blues rock guitarist, born and raised Hawaii Island guy. And so we really kind of tie in the local greats as well as, playing with these well-known musicians. And then at the end, it's amazing. Everyone's on stage and doing an encore, hana ho for everybody.
Talk about the venue.
Well, the venue is, I'll tell you, it's at the Mauna Kea Beach Hotel. And if you've never been there, you should go. It's one of the finest hotels and best beaches on the planet, in my opinion. And Rockefeller originally built this hotel. And it's on the luau grounds, and it's within steps of the ocean. And the stage is right there, so we get the most beautiful sunsets. It's under some beautiful keawe trees. It's got a nice canopy cover and some monkey pod trees. And it's one of the most breathtaking settings for a music venue. And, I've traveled over 50 countries with my Jazz Alley show, filming from everywhere from, the Montreux Jazz Festival to Jazz Juan in south of France to New Zealand and Australia and Bali and, Cancun Jazz and Blues Festival, Barbados, St. Lucia, Aruba. And I'll tell you what, this festival we created is still, I think, in my opinion, like the top venue in the world. It's still beautiful. And I'm really blessed. Every year we get hundreds and hundreds of musicians that want to come and play with us. So, we're blessed with that. And we do sell it out every year. We're really, that's always wonderful to be able to, as a producer of a festival, to say, oh, yeah, we will get it sold out again. And it does happen. And we're more than half sold out. And you can go to BigIslandJazzandBluesFestival.com. It has all that. And then you can see the trailer for our film on there as well. And being 10 years, a decade, it's hard to believe, but we're going to keep doing it. And right now I'm trying to put together my 10th Maui Jazz and Blues Fest, and hopefully make that all happen. It's always a challenge, but, we keep doing it because we love music and the arts and love to share it with our community.
That was Ken Burgmaier, the force behind the Big Island Jazz and Blues Festival, now celebrating its 10th anniversary. The concert kicks off June 3rd at the iconic Mauna Kea Hotel. Look for links on the conversation page of our website, hawaiipublicradio.org.